Hi, Barry from Birdwatch World. In this episode, I'm on a rescue mission. There is an injured silver gull at a local beach that I came across on the 4th of August when I was wandering around taking bird photography. I noticed this gull was sheltering in between a crevice in the rocks and it didn't seem natural. It looked injured. So I approached it slowly. As I approached, it actually got up, it stood up, it walked away from me as if it was a perfectly healthy gull. So I took some photos as it did so. And it wasn't until I got the photos back to my computer and opened them in Lightroom, and I zoomed in and I noticed it had fishing tackle caught in its beak and was running down over its wing or under its wing. Now, I don't know if it's swallowed some fishing tackle and the remainder of it is now hanging off of it, but it's been there for a few days in a row at this same beach in the same spot. So I'm heading out there today. The weather is crappy. I was at home doing some video editing and I hadn't had a chance to get out to rescue this gull. I've been in contact with someone from Coffs Wildlife Rescue and she's been trying to get someone out there to help this poor thing as well, and they haven't been able to get out there either. So hopefully today it'll still be there. I've got a cardboard box and a blanket in the car. Now, I'm not a wildlife rescuer, but I'm going to do my best. If I can find this bird, I'm going to do my best to capture it, wrap it up in this rug and keep it calm as I can, and run it down to Coffs Wildlife Rescue and see what they can do with it. So I'm hoping it's going to be there. Anyway, let's get going and see what happens. I'm going to leave the blanket in the car for now, and if I do find the bird, I'll come back and get the blanket and go back again. So I'm going to grab my umbrella and get going. So it's a little bit of a hike out to where this bird was. And like I said, I'm not entirely sure that it's going to be there, but I really do want to try and help this bird. And so we're heading out there today with a brand new gimbal in hand, so I'm trying not to get it wet in the rain, because I don't know if it's weatherproof or not yet. So now, like I said, this gull has some fishing tackle caught on it. Now, I know that it's upsetting. It's upsetting for me when you find birds or other animals that are entangled in human waste, shall we say. But the thing we have to remember is that we can't exist on this planet and have zero effect on the wildlife and nature around us. It's just not possible. We are way beyond that now. So what we have to do is pick and choose our battles. Now, I don't know if this, I'll just try and fit through here. I don't know if this tackle this gull has eaten was dumped by a fisherman on the rocks and the gull's accidentally ingested it or half ingested it while, foraging on the rocks. Sorry, we got to get down really low here. I didn't think about this umbrella issue. Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the tackle might have washed in from... hang on, let's just lift the gimbal up a bit. That's better. Now you'll be able to see me. Right, I don't know, the tackle could have washed in from further out at sea or anything at all, right? And the sort of the normal human instinct for damn trees. Excuse the interruption, but I had to jump in here and just let you know that the next 2.5 minutes or so of footage was so hideously overexposed that I couldn't let you watch it. So instead, I'll let you listen to the audio while you enjoy this series of photos of Fiddaman's Beach on a good day. I will throw in some of the bad footage at the end just so you can get a laugh. It's hilarious. I look like a raccoon in this mask in this hideous white background. So you'll get a bit of a laugh out of it at the end if you hang around. Thanks. The normal human instinct for someone like me who adores nature and and stays clear of it and just observes it and doesn't sort of interact, the normal reaction is, oh, damn fishermen, why don't they pick up their bloody shit, But we have to remember that no matter how much we want to, oh god, this one's tight, look out, turn the umbrella a bit sideways. No matter how much we want to, we can't make everyone care about nature. There are just some people in this world that just don't care. They don't care about animals, they don't care about their impact on the world at all, right? And you're never going to make them care. So, you know, like I said, you have to pick and choose your battles. We can't save everything, but for some reason, I've become a little bit obsessed with this gull, and I really want to help the thing. So, and also because I've got someone else involved too. I've got the wildlife rescue people involved, and they're keen to rescue it too. Oh, here's some pardalets. I know it's a wren. It's a. I'll just spin the camera for you, see if you can see this. Okay, oh no, you can't. It's hideously overexposed. Okay, sorry. I just had to. That bird flew away. I just had to adjust the exposure on the footage because it was way too bright. This will probably now be too dark. This is the issue with filming with your mobile phone sometimes, because I'm using the native camera app on the phone in pro mode, so I can adjust all the settings individually. Because when I use auto mode, you know, just tap video and away you go, the phone actually records in all different frame rates, and that doesn't work when you're editing. So, okay, I'm not seeing the gull here yet. I'll just spin the camera for you. So this is the beautiful Fiddaman's beach, now on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. Now pretty much at any time you can find this beach deserted unless the surf is good, which today it's not. It's a little bit choppy out there. So you can see here a lot of stuff washes up onto this beach. There's a lot of plastics, an awful lot of rubbish and stuff like that, which is very sad. And a lot of driftwood and stuff. But so over this way is where I saw the gull the first time. So in those rocks just ahead of us here. But he's not here now. So, sorry, just got to adjust exposure again. There we go, there we are. So, in that crevice there is where the bird was sheltering the first time. But like I say, he's not here, so... And he's not over here either. Can't see him up there either. I was unsure at the time whether or not the bird could actually fly. I didn't really know, because it wasn't attempting to fly when I approached it. It wasn't trying to get away from me, so I don't know. I think this might be a lost cause today. I'm not seeing any birds at all, let alone a silver gull, so... Okay, so the tide is coming in rapidly here and I'm not seeing this bird, so... And the rain is quite thick. I'm just going to walk along the beach a little bit here and we'll see. I'll see if I can find something. See if he might be sheltering in the dunes over here or something. Because this is the thing about trying to help wildlife, is they are wild. And if they're not immobilized, they can and will go anywhere when they want to. So I'm not seeing this bird at all. There's something, this big white thing over here that's washed up on the beach. Looks like part of a boat, maybe. Wow, that's super weird. It's got so now it's been in the water for a while. It's fairly barnacled up. Looks like part of a boat. So yeah, I'm not seeing this gull anywhere. So, but I just wanted to come out here today and just make sure, just see if I could find it. Because if I found it, I was going to try and help it best I could. Anyway, like I said, we can't win every battle, and this one, who knows? The story's still open, because who knows where this bird is and if it's still healthy and alive and whatever. I'm just going to check up in the dunes here a little bit, because that would be a really good place for an injured bird to shelter. So I'll have a look, see what I can find up there, but I'm not seeing any signs of it. I can't even see bird footprints, so the poor thing might have moved on. I mean, who knows? It may have been able to eat properly and fly. I really don't know. But just the fact that it was here and it was not moving on for days was quite strange. So, I just naturally assumed that the fishing tackle was hindering its movement somehow, or hindering its ability to eat, or no, I'm not seeing a bird in these dunes. So you get a lot of really nice birds out here at Fiddaman's in the, like up the top there. I don't know if you can see on the top of the tree line there, there's a few welcome swallows flying about. Sometimes in this green brush in the centre of frame now you get red-backed fairy wrens. They're the most beautiful birds. And you'll get white-bellied sea eagles flying over here, osprey, black-shouldered kites sometimes, Brahminy kites. It's just beautiful, and because it's always pretty much deserted, it's a really good place to just relax and have time to do your bird photography and not worry about, if you're bothering anyone, or not worrying about anyone bothering you and scaring off your birds. So there's a woolly wagtail up ahead there on the track. I'm not sure if you can see that. Now he just hopped up onto that post and he's flown off over that way somewhere. Sometimes woolly wagtails will let you get close, but sometimes they don't. And in these sand dunes here, and on that sort of rock looking wall there, which I think is actually hardened sand, there are striated, I always say that word wrong, striated pardalotes are nesting in holes in the sand dunes there. I'm going to come out and film a video about that soon. So this track here ahead goes over to Sandy Beach, so I'll just take you over there for a second, show you over there. I've spent a lot of time on Sandy Beach photographing all sorts of birds. So just up over this rise you will see Sandy Beach although the phone will actually overexpose it, probably. Oh, it's pretty wild today. Very rough seas. So that track there leads you down to Sandy Beach, and this one here goes up to Bear Bluff, where I do a lot of bird photography and bird watching. So there you go, Sandy Beach. Whoops. I'm still learning how to work this gimbal, guys, sorry. Turn you back around. There you go, Sandy Beach. I'll just adjust the exposure here. If I just set that to auto, what happens? Oh, look at that. That's kind of gloomy but nice. Wow, it's so rough out there. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the car. So, this bird rescue unsuccessful today. The story is still open on this Silver Gull. I don't know where it is, if it's still alive, if it's healthy, if it's what's going on with it. So the story is, yeah, still open. So I'll keep you updated. I'll see you next time. Bye. No matter how much we want to, we can't make everyone care about nature. There are just some people in this world that just don't care. They don't care about animals, they don't care about their impact on the world at all, right? And you're never going to make them care. So, you know, like I said, you have to pick and choose your battles. We can't save everything, but for some reason, I've become a little bit obsessed with this gull, and I really want to help.